Hey everybody, this is Larry. This is day 22. Yeah, day 22 of the Leetcode Day Challenge. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, join me on Discord. Let me know what you think about today's problem. Minimum window substring. In Seattle right now, different background. Yeah, how's everyone doing? Hope the weekend is going to treat you out well. It's happy Friday or Saturday, depending on where you are. So let's get started. Actually sober for once. So yeah, at least a little bit. Minimum window substring. So given S and T, M and N, we spend minimum window substring in which every character in T, including dupes, is included in window. If there's no substring, return the empty string. Okay. So I guess this is where we are at. If you saw yesterday's problem, we had a sliding window problem, and today is gonna be the same, which is a little bit of a hint. But of course, you still have to be very careful. Let's look at the constraints real quick. I mean, this times 26 will be good enough. So yeah. So first of all, a couple of ways you can do it. So it really depends. Actually, maybe I phrased it. Actually, is it sliding window? Oh yeah. I mean, well, maybe not a sliding window. Well, 2 pointers or something. Maybe it's a little bit more accurate, but still the same idea. Is that you take the minimum prefix in which it contains all of T, and then you slowly shrink until you be a little bit better and so forth. We'll go over in code, but that's basically the idea. There are some whatever like trickiness, but we'll see. So C is equal to T. So then now we create the frequency table of every of all the characters in T. And then here now we just go one by one, right? Well, we have a best. We want best to we have to return the string. Oh, it's always unique, so that's okay. So yeah, so best some infinity-ish number, and then just like start as the index that we're starting at. And then now we do something like n is equal to length of s. Oops, to autocomplete as always, whatever. So now we increment, and then now we there are two ways to do this. I forget whether I'll do the more obvious way first, and then if it times out, which it may or may not, we'll do it the slightly more clever, but not that much more clever to be honest, way. So then now let's just say current is equal to collections.counter, and then here obviously we just increment increment the character, and then now we do like if. I want to say this works, but I actually don't know if that's true. Well, if this is the case, let's actually change this a little bit. AC just turned on, so that was scary for a second. Yeah, so if this is then best is equal to min of best of right minus left plus 1 for the length, and then start is going to be left, right? And then here now after that we actually don't know if this works, so don't hold me to it, because there's a lot of like really fancy operator overloads in these classes, helper libraries, so I always forget if this is what I'm thinking, or maybe I made that up. Yeah. And then here, basically we're just slowly subtracting stuff. One thing that I am worried about is that, okay, so there's no empty string, then we don't have to worry about infinite loops, I believe, because the invariant would be that when left is equal to right, then you have 0 string, so then this loop will always be false. And then at the end, just return. Oh, this is wrong, obviously. I'm being silly. If best is greater than right minus left plus 1, then this happens. Of course, you don't even need this in that case, technically. And then we return s of left to left plus best for the length, right? Maybe +1, I always forget. So let's run it real quickly just to see. ANC, BANC. That's Do I expect this? Is it consistently wrong? No. I'm trying to click on case 3. This new oh, that was case 3. Oh, huh. So I mean, this is just an edge case that I had not considered. So, oh, this isn't left. Whoops, that's why. This is start. And here we go. If start is equal to -1, then we just return empty string. Let's run it again. What a silly mistake. Okay, so this is wrong. Now for the other cases, this is right for this one, which is makes more sense, and this looks like more of an edge case, so that's okay. Oh, this has to be Leetcode too. That's why. Whoops. That's actually a bad mistake. Like a silly mistake, man. We'll see if this is fast enough. It may not be, because this operation is all of 26, right? For with at most 26 items. Looks like it's good enough. 935. We'll go with analysis. Don't worry. Yeah. Because there are different ways of doing this, but this way is just me being lazy a little bit. The idea here, and this is an expensive overload. What it's saying is that you can think about another way is that like all of C for some character X, for X in C, that kernel of X is greater than or equal to kernel of C, C of X. Sorry. So that's basically the shorthand for that, I think. So, I think so. Yeah. So that's what I was banging on, and I was just being lazy. I guess I could have just typed that. And as a result, this means that because in this, even if this is a whole cache table, it is really only a hash table of 26 characters, right? So this is all of 26, or all of 1, or all of alpha, depending on how you want to say it, right? And of course, this is O of n, so in total, this is going to be O of n times alpha time and O of n space, right? Because that's just the size of this return thing. And of course, even though there's a for loop and a while loop, keeping in mind that this inner while loop can only be true exactly n times, so or execute n times, and this is where you could get amortized things. So yeah, so this is going to be only O of n. Yeah, that's pretty much what I have with this one. I am in Seattle for a couple of days. I was gonna say this week, but actually for a couple of days more. Check out the Instagram or whatever. I might put in a little bit more. This is not my first time in Seattle, so I'm doing how much story I'm putting in. But yeah, let me know what you think. Stay good, stay healthy, to good mental health. I'll see y'all later and take care. Have a great weekend. Bye bye.